All please rise as we welcome active duty and reserve U.S. Navy soldiers Sarah, Lauren, and Raheem.
Hi. Thank you for your support.
I got this book for you.
It is a pleasure and an honor to have you here. So many people in here. They, as well as their families and loved ones, have served. So thank you for being here. Anybody can take this. How did the Navy prepare you for your entrepreneurial career?
So I believe that, in the Navy I learned endurance. That's something that we learn at such a early stage in being in the military. And through endurance, I understood that, when you're a business owner, sometimes you have to endure 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, like you endure. So just because things get hard doesn't mean you're going to give up, but you learn to endure, overcome those obstacles, and you just keep pushing forward. And I think the military taught me that, specifically the Navy, yeah.
The Navy has taught me teamwork, precision, and resilience, which is a direct reflection of my entrepreneurial pursuits.
I would say the Navy has taught me how to be a better leader as far as like learning how to communicate with people. Just being in such a diverse background, you kind of learn how to speak to everyone who's from different cultures and things like that. So I would say just learning how to be a better speaker and better communicator.
Now, and that's a good point, being a better communicator. Because that's the only thing that separates us from animals, right? Is to be able to communicate effectively.
That's good.
He played too much.
And you know this is live, right? So we can't cut that. And we wouldn't want to. All right. So Raheem, let me ask you something. Now, I know you have a passion for fitness and mentorship. How has the Navy nurtured that passion to contribute to your decision to fund? It's called Rich Fit, correct?
Rich Fit, yes.
All right,
with 2 eyes. Rich Fit with 2 eyes.
All right.
I would say the Navy has helped nurture me in running Rich Fit and also wanting to open up my training facility just by wanting to offer an environment that provides kids with stability, a safe space, stress-free as far as like financial things as well. The Navy has shown me that with good mentorship, it'll take you a long ways, and I just want to be able to do that for the kids who may not have that in their lives currently.
We need more heroes. We have plenty of heroes in our community, and a lot of people don't realize the heroes are the mom and pop businesses rocking with a corner store or a hair salon. They are in our communities, and they know about business, and we need more people like that in the community. Now, Sarah, you were actually deployed overseas on a nuclear aircraft carrier, an experience that broadened your perspective and interest in impacting the community. How do you apply that experience to your own ownership of a trucking company, child care center, and an anti-bullying profit?
So the Navy is
non-profit.
So the Navy is more than just a career. It's a transformative journey. The Navy fosters inclusivity and builds characters as well as encourage excellence. So the Navy has springboarded my personal and professional career by teaching me those important factors of teamwork, precision, and in trucking that translate to operational efficiency and reliability. As far as child care, it has taught me was guided my commitment to nurturing a safe environment for our future leaders of tomorrow.
And going back, very similar to that, right? Because Laura, I believe you served as a boatswain's mate in the Navy, which means you actually supervise the maintenance of your ship and train the ship's maintenance staff. How have you applied that skill to develop, that you developed as a boatswain, mate to your ownership of the premier travel agency?
So for my travel agency, Luxurious Escapades Travel Agency, just want to put that out there. But just, we were able to learn a lot about money management. So there were times where I was working with million and billion dollar budgets just due to, you know, ordering supplies within the ship because I was also on an aircraft carrier. So that's a large entity of just individuals needing parts at all points in time, and learning how to use money management to really just hone in on what does the business need, what can the business afford, what does the business need to adjust to or, you know, accommodate. So I think just learning money management, also as Rich spoke about, you know, leadership, you learn leadership at such a young age. So just learning about leadership and applying that to the business was a great opportunity for me in being in the Navy.
You know, what I've learned lately is that many men and women that serve in our Navy, I find that because they have been of such service for so many years, that they get out and they are the best people to work with, because first of all, they have a community of people that they can reach out to anywhere in the world. Second of all, their skill level is so high, and it's not if it's going to be done, it's how we're going to figure it out. But because they've been of service for so many years, they often don't think of businesses for profit. What would you say to those men and women who we need more of them to utilize the skills and all the things they've learned in our American Navy? What would you say to them to get out there and share who they are? Like, I mean, you could talk to them right now, because there's so many of them that every time somebody who has served our country works for me, they're the top of my company.
For me, I think it's the mindset of you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself to be the best version of yourself. You owe it to yourself to pour into yourself, because every day you get up and you pour into others, but I just feel like you owe it to yourself to pour into yourself the same way you pour into others. So really know that you are in the investment, really giving yourself back the time and effort and opportunities that you give to everyone else around you. You deserve that.
And it comes from the Navy focusing on whole person concept. So not only will you learn those skills and trades that will make you more of a top tier employee or business owner, it also the Navy also makes sure that you educate yourself throughout the process, and it takes care of your family and gives you those opportunities to open those doors and experiences to travel around the world while doing so.
I would say a majority of the time, those individuals, they're so used to serving others that they forget how to serve themselves. So I would just let them know, you know, at some point, you know, you got to put to the side others and really focus on yourself and focus on what your dreams and what your passions are, and really go for those, whether it's for a monetary value or just to be able to do something you love. Like you got to be able to allot that time for yourself sometimes as well.
If you think, you know, when I was coming up, I was too cool to go to school. I was too cool to go to college because I thought that was stupid. And then I turned around and I was working at Red Lobster, and all those kids were coming back from college, and I was serving them shrimp. And I said, you know what, maybe I'm the idiot. And I decided at that point, it was two things. I was either going to start FUBU or join the Navy, actually. If somebody right now is thinking about that decision, they're a little lost. You know, what I find is to keep going, yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. What would you say they should consider if they want to join the Navy?
I would tell them to go for it. I actually went to college first, graduated from Shaw University, and then I ended up joining the Navy after. So I'm kind of like a late bloomer, but I look at those people who join right out of high school, and you know, they're about to retire at 38 years old. I mean, you can't beat that. Retire at 38 with a pension, with you know, benefits, and you know, you can go on and
do whatever else
career.
you want.
You do whatever you want to do and still be set for life. So
you can retire at 38 years old.
At 38. I'll be 45 when I retire, so I can't beat that.
I never even thought about that.
And then having the opportunity to go to school. I have my master's because the Navy paid for it. I'm debt free, but being able to travel around the world. Thank you. But I was on the ship. The Navy also on that nuclear carrier brought out professors to give us courses while we're traveling and going to places like Dubai or Bahrain. So those experiences are unparalleled when it comes to living a civilian life or, you know, getting a civilian job versus coming into the Navy or the military.
All right. Well, first of all, I want you to hang out for a little while, because we want to do something really special. So what we want to do is we want to give, of course, a Navy salute to Raheem, Sarah, and Laura. But it's an absolute honor to have you here with us today. But we thank you for your service, and you are and inspiring us all for all you have done. And I would like to take a moment to stand and honor the three of you and ask that all military members in the audience and at home please rise. I want you to give it up, everybody who has served our country. Take a look around. What an honor. And we salute and we thank you.
I love that.
And thank you all again. And thank you to American Navy for being a proud supporter of Black Entrepreneurs Day. Terrence, over to you, baby.
So proud to be up here with you all right now. Again, like Daymond said, please give them a round of applause. And a personal thank you to all of the active duty members, reserve members, and veterans who are here at the Fox Theater, and to all of you watching at home.